Alright, hello one and all. My name is Evan, otherwise known as Manly Ankles, and welcome to the debut video of Manly Voices. Today I have with me my good friend Gabs.
Hi.
We have a small audience of our significant others with us today. We're going to play Doki Doki Literature Club because Gabs and her boyfriend Evan have never seen it.
We're gonna have a nice wholesome experience.
Yeah.
This is fun for the whole family. Get your kids. Get your kids' kids.
Get your grandma involved.
Get your grandmother involved.
Especially those under 13 and are impressionable by depression or anxiety related events.
Yeah, there was a warning at the beginning telling us that we should really be mindful of those things, which is...
I don't see why. It just seems like a nice, happy...
Boy, you know what this game's about.
Well, I'm not giving anything away for you guys.
Okay.
Alright, so volume's all set.
Okay. By the way, I'm sorry for munching on tacos directly into the microphone this whole time.
It's fine. We'll see how bad it is when I edit this.
Okay,
All
sounds
right.
good.
What should our name be?
She already told you, bro.
Yeah, I said I want my name to be shit motherfucker ass tits cock motherfucker shit ass.
So it's gonna be.
I'm gonna make sure I put a mature warning on this game.
Yeah, is this a thing that I can use naughty language in?
Yeah, as long as it's not like blatantly racism.
Blatantly. I want my name to be blatantly racism.
Blatantly rack. Sure.
Okay.
Are we going with that?
Yeah, I'm committed.
Okay.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Alright, here we go.
So do they have like a really hot rack, or is that?
It's blatant.
Alright.
Hi. Excuse me.
Alright. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself.
That sounds familiar.
That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long.
Ouch.
We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away.
What a dick.
However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Do you want to be Sayori?
Yeah, let me chew and swallow really fast.
Sure.
That was my last taco. Ha!
Beautiful.
I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
God, he's such a dick. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, blatantly rack.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
That's such a jump. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all,
should stop
which
pressing
means we are a couple.
I should stop pressing X every time you take a drink.
Oops. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean to me, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori.
She's the one that's gonna eat you later.
Yeah, that bow in her hair is dyed from the blood of her previous victims.
Yeah. Excuse me.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, blatantly rack, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club?
Maybe a literature club.
I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs.
God, he's just far too cool.
I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I?
Dick and a liar.
He's a dick.
I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about.
How rude.
Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Fucking weeb.
Games and anime.
Games and anime.
Games and anime.
Anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What is that?
It's like
Not educated, employed, or
Extraterrestrial.
It's not.
It's a person, me, like
Because
because
self-burn.
I'm not employed right now, so.
But you're educated.
But
Well,
you're really neat.
You're
Yeah,
arguably more educated than me.
neat.
You're so neat, Evan.
But it's like someone who's not in college, not working.
Oh,
not
okay.
training.
Off their parents' money.
Basically.
Salvaje! Sorry. You trust me, right?
May or may not cut that out.
May or may
To avoid
may or may not cut out the shade.
Alright. Did you say
Yeah,
that?
I said you trust me, right?
You can bleep it out. Then swear.
Don't make me keep worrying about you. Because she's your grandmother now.
Alright, Grandma. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
God, you're such a little bitch. Ungrateful. Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Are you lying to me now, or were you lying to me then? Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl?
Because I got your best interests at heart.
More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
Oh my god.
And,
I hope he gets eaten at the end of this.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation.
Oh my god. Someone eat this guy.
Clubs. Siori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
What a weeb. Hello?
Siori? Siori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
All around me are familiar things. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Way to reiterate that for me. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you wait late for your own club.
Let's go join the Cannibalism Club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
By the way, if at any point it starts lagging on the screen, you can look at the laptop.
Okay. Thanks.
Siori,
Yeah.
there's no way I'm going to your club.
Ungrateful meanie.
Siori's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president.
Wow.
That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less.
This guy must be so fun at parties.
Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Because I want to eat your flesh. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member.
A new meal.
A new meal. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
And it may or may not contain liver.
The blood of your previous classmates.
No, it's red velvet, trust
It's
me.
red velvet.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
You is coming.
I can't tell if Siori's really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out.
I mean, the joke is ultimately on you, I think.
I let out a long sigh.
I call this funny, bro.
What happened to the text?
Oh.
I must have minimized it for some reason. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yay! Or yes, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
Oh my god.
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member.
Oh,
Huh?
I'll call you whatever kind of member I want.
I glance around the room.
girl one.
I call this girl.
Welcome to
that was Evo. We weren't expecting that.
Welcome to hell.
like a hardcore smoker.
Yeah.
She came out of the womb holding a cigarette between her fingers.
Ow.
Can you imagine?
That poor mom.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Literature Club.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Sayori always says nice things about you.
We have very different images of what this bitch is supposed to sound like.
Well, I know the game, so that's why I wanted to pick her.
Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere.
Do you want to be this girl, or do you want me to take her?
You go ahead and take her. I can't handle the pressure.
Ah, blatantly rank. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club?
It's full of incredibly cute girls.
Fucking weeb.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
Huh.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
I butchered the human myself.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then she turns back toward the other girls.
Hello, Mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
It sounds like you already know Monica, right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, blatantly rack.
Monica smiles sweetly.
I like her hair completely defies gravity.
We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year.
Aw, we're
Monica-
basically married.
Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
Like she's gonna eat me.
You too, Monica.
Come sit down, blatantly rack. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
And how about I make some tea as well?
Okay.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori.
Oh shit, do we get to choose?
Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a tray, a wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get to choose.
Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
For you to hack up a lump.
Yeah, I might not be able to keep doing that voice as we go forward, but I'm gonna endure for you.
Take the word for that.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Oh, whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
Oh my gosh, that's so extra.
The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
What did they use? They used chocolate.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know, I stole them. Just hurry and take one before they find me.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face.
Hell yeah.
I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite.
The best ankle?
The best manly
The
angle to take a
manliest
bite.
ankle.
Manliest ankle to chew.
Oh, gross.
Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction.
I noticed the bones.
The white icing was made with ground bone dust.
I'll grind your bones to make me bread.
Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself.
Disgusting.
Can you imagine? That'd be so funny if it's like all this buildup and it's like.
Yeah. I'm allergic to chocolate.
I'm allergic to happiness.
I'm allergic to cats. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I made these and then made you eat them and then stared at you until you took a bite. Jeez!
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or anything.
Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy.
alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
That's so.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
She's hiding her second pair of arms under that jacket.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
Okay.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question.
Boobs.
Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
Oh wait.
We'll make sure you
Okay.
feel right at home, okay?
For a second, the text wasn't.
Yeah, I found that even though it lags on the Steam link, it'll still play fine on here.
Cool.
And the recording's fine.
Yeah, the recording's fine.
Hella.
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
That means that he's like only down to read manga, right? Like that's his shtick.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know.
I killed all of them.
To be
They're
honest,
dead now.
I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Oh my god, you go, girl. Is this just like a Japan thing, or are clubs just like a way bigger deal?
Maybe they're
'Cause
bigger. Yeah, because you
unless-
only ever hear about them in like Japanese.
They're big in my school.
Yeah, because I feel like I must have just like totally missed out on that part of all of high school, because there were like no big clubs when I was in high
Well,
school.
my high school had a lot of big clubs, but most of them sucked.
Yeah, see, that's like there
Like,
was a
all-
debate
all in
club,
all.
but it was like all the nerdy kids that went to the private smart kids middle school,
Yeah.
or like there was the theater club, but they didn't really do much, and I think that was it.
Yeah,
And then there was Rotary, but Rotary is a whole other thing.
I was a part of the drama club for a while, but it never really turned into anything. I just kind of watched them do drama.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright, you're done.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way.
Oh my god, bitch, what are you doing to these people?
Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new.
Is that
Especially
it?
when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate.
Wish to go
Right,
to the
everyone?
festival and dance before the prince. Yeah.
We'll do our best.
Oh,
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must
Aw.
have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining.
Aw, that's sweet.
Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Blatantly Rack, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered to myself
my
quietly,
gosh.
half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Oh.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Judging you.
Well, that can change. What am I saying?
I can change for you, Yuri. I love you.
I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you?
Oh, wait.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading.
Okay, but like she's describing like Game of Thrones. Does that count as literature?
Yeah.
Totally.
I always think of when I
Game of Thrones started out as a book series, right?
Well, I know.
Still is a book series.
I know, but that's not what I'm saying. When I hear literature, I think of like, I don't know, more classical stuff. So maybe I'm just
Yeah,
No, it's all
It's-
literature's
it's-
everything,
everything.
basically.
Maybe literature is just too sophisticated of a word to me in my head.
Well, in that
It's
case,
the
we should
book
just
club.
we
The
should
book
just stop
club.
this. We should just stop this recording now, then.
Yeah. If you're not on my level with literature, like, bitch, what are you even doing here?
She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
That's not a trope.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Oh, I bet you have.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri.
She's
For
the
someone
one
as
that-
gentle as you.
Oh my god.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
Oh my god.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Huh? Why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
Oh my gosh.
I am not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Damn, girl.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everybody's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Damn.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Huh?
Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Oh, God. Sorry, I had a burp.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even.
Yeah! Let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Blatantly Rack?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
That's you.
Oh,
Still.
sorry.
Huh?
How
What's
dare
that?
you?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and
Look how heartbroken they all look.
I lose my train of thought.
They're all gonna kill you now.
All 4 girls stare back at me just to check.
Yeah, seriously.
But I'm sorry. I thought.
Huh.
Blatantly rack.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this?
Damn.
That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
I thought I would not be able to feed this week.
Yeah.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Aw,
Thanks, I guess.
this is so emotional.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over to me once more.
Blatantly Rack, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me.
Will you find out next time?
Oh my gosh.
Well, we're almost there. Like, I want to get to this next part first. We're almost at the 30-minute mark. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Blatantly Rack, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
I'm just gonna follow you otherwise.
With
It'll
that,
just
the
be
two
like
of
10
us-
feet behind.
Yeah, 10 paces behind, no more. No less. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls.
Which one
Sayori?
will I bang?
Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica.
Which one will eat me?
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls.
Aw.
Having a
All
club
right.
meeting every single day.
What?
Club meetings every single
That
day.
is doing the most.
I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me.
Yeah, okay.
And I guess that starts with writing a poem
Is
tonight.
that foreshadowing? In that good fortune will absolutely not find him today?
So
Maybe
you gotta
not
write a
today,
poem.
but maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow!
All right. Maybe tomorrow, next time on Manly Voices, we will get to start writing a poem and getting deeper into this lovely, lighthearted
I
story.
hope we get to write our own poem. I'm gonna call it Shit Motherfucker Ass Tit.
All right.
Bye!
Yeah, see you next time.